Houston Texans 2024 chalk line sits at 9.5 wins. This after a 10-7 record in year one of CJ.
We punched our ticket.
And statement made. Bullpen, question for you. Can you digs it?
Do him nasty. Hey, do him nasty.
Rooks ruled the Houston chessboard in 2023.
Have some fun today, baby. Can't wait to see you ball out.
Rook head coach, maybe should have been head coach of the year.
Great job. Great job.
Rook quarterback, who took offensive rookie of the year.
CJ Stroud gonna be fun to watch for a long, long time.
Rook defensive end, who took home defensive rookie of the year.
Empty the tank, baby. Empty the tank.
Bobby Fischer would have a tough time with those dudes. Check and mate.
Touchdown, CJ Stroud!
Where does Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV go from here?
High stepping, touchdown, CJ Stroud!
Over 4,000 yards passing.
Touchdown, amazing!
23 touchdowns.
Throws back across his body. Caught, touchdown, Tank Dell!
Only 5 interceptions. Over 273 yards per game passing.
Wow, what a catch!
Most in the NFL.
75 yards on the opening play!
Yeah, he's the fourth Coleridge. No J's in his name, though, so I don't know how they came up with CJ.
Oh, you won.
8.2 yards per attempt, 12.9 yards per completion.
Great ball, man. Great ball, Bobby.
Those are bloated in the right way.
He can make every throw.
A rating of 100.8.
Because he can hold it, man.
If you start out looking like a vet, how are you supposed to mature into one?
CJ Stroud with more magic to the end zone.
Stroud could not be better set up to still make a jump despite how good he looked out of the gate.
For the touchdown!
He has 2 number ones now that Houston traded for Stephon Diggs, 1,000 yards plus, 6 straight years.
Keeps his feet running and breaks through the contact from Go and takes it to the house. That is unbelievable by Stephon Diggs.
And brings all kind of fire to the locker room and sidelines.
Are you not entertained?
Let's talk about Nico Collins. This is what that dude was telling people in 2022 when the Texans were a doormat teams were wiping their feet on.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Keep grinding.
Collins enters the Game Preview Guy Hall of Fame. Love that dude and his attitude.
Caught by Nico, 25-20.
Oh, and the cat just isn't positive. He's a baller.
Rock and roll, touchdown, Houston!
80 catches, almost 1,300 yards receiving,
Nico has got him on fire.
8
To
touchdowns.
the corner, he's in, touchdown!
So what happens if he and Tank Dell run the whole season?
Caught, touchdown, Houston takes the lead! Let's go!
Yet another rook. Didn't know you could have 4 rooks on the board at once, but I don't play checkers.
5, touchdown!
Dell was having himself a year before he got hurt. 11 games, over 700 yards, 7 touchdowns, major home run threat.
What a throw by Stroud, and Dell with the reception.
Noah Brown is another Blazer on the field, people. Another dude who didn't play a full slate, 10 games, 500 plus yards.
Noah Brown with the catch.
Robert Woods also chipped in over 400 yards for the cause.
What a throw and a catch.
He and Dalton Schultz are the old men in the group. Schultz had over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Caught, touchdown, Dalton Schultz.
Imagine if Houston's line improves this year. Texans quarterbacks bagged up 47 times, tied for 22nd.
It wrapped up and served back at the 22-yard line.
So they hit the draft to try to make things better. Took Blake Fisher in the 2nd round.
The foot quickness, the punch and slide, and again, he's young, so he's still developing. I believe if he goes back to school next year, we're talking about him as potential first-round pick. He decided to leave with his bookend tackle and Joe Alt. He enters into the NFL.
No Waldo on their line per se. They dealt with a lot of injury.
Stroud looking downfield under pressure, and he'll be sacked.
So lacked continuity. But they have a left tackle anchor in Laramie Tunsil. His pressure rate 2 percentage points lower than the league average.
Let's go.
No more Devin Singletary, who hit at 4.2 a carry last year, almost 900 yards. Joe Mixon takes over.
He's to the 50, down the sideline.
Put up over 1,000 yards for Cincinnati, 9 touchdowns, and even 4 yards per carry.
He will waltz into the end zone for a Bengals touchdown.
Mixon's also a good pass catcher, 3 straight years with 40-plus catches.
Catches at the 6.
Houston's O-face last year, good enough for 13th most points per game.
Texans go up 2 scores to none on Jacksonville.
And 12th most yards per game. Huge year-over-year improvement.
Walks in, touchdown.
And how about that defense?
They don't score, they don't win.
Simple as that.
11th in points per game allowed, 14th in yards per game.
This defense playing out of their mind.
Their pass rush, an integral part of that showing. Don't be fooled by the middle of the pack finish in sacks.
No, sir! No, sir!
Without blitzing much, Houston had one of the highest pressure rates,
Gets hit, the ball pops out.
and they were top 10 in quarterback hits.
Brings down the quarterback.
Texans' front four will be different, though. Only one returnee.
You know what I'm bringing today. You know what I'm bringing today.
Will Anderson, the other cornerstone draft pick,
I'm in that mode, man.
7 sacks his rookie year, 22 QB hits, Pro Bowl.
Eating a lot today.
He did lose his partner, though. Jonathan Grenard led the team with 12.5 sacks. He's gone.
Here they come again. Pickett sacked.
No worry, though. Just plug in a new QB hunter.
Great play by Daniil Hunter.
Daniil, formerly a Viking, comes off a year that saw him rack 16.5 quarterbacks.
Ooh, he's strong.
Both inside guys will be new, and they got good production from their DTs last year. Sheldon Rankin, 6 sacks, Malik Collins, 5.
Rankins runs it in.
Taking one spot, former Titan Danico Autry, 11.5 sacks last year, 8 or more 3 straight seasons.
With his 7th of the season to lead the Titans.
Texans play versus the run as good as it got last year, held runners to 3.5 a carry, second lowest in the league.
I like that.
Linebacker Blake Cashman played a big role in that, gave him over 100 tackles, and he's gone.
It's away, then goes down.
They went back to the Tennessee well and nabbed Azeez Al-Shire, over 160 tackles for that dude last year.
He is swarmed. This is going to be a 4th and short here.
He joins Christian Harris, also a triple-digit guy on the tackle front. He's back.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Texans secondary was sort of up and down across the year.
And it's intercepted. Houston has the rock.
At the end, only 2 teams allowed more yards per attempt. Only 3 gave up a higher completion percentage.
He's got him, caught touchdown.
So, room to grow. But it's not going to be easy when you lose a cornerback like Steven Nelson. He held quarterbacks to a low 70s rating last season.
It's picked off by Nelson.
Taking his place, Jeff Okudah gave up a rating of 93.3. He was with Atlanta. Not bad, just not as good as Nelson was.
Big tackle by Okudah, and that's a huge play.
Houston's star cornerback is back. Cornerback Derek Stingley Jr.
It's picked off by Stingley.
Mid-50s rating last year, 5 interceptions.
And he gets down at the 46-yard line of Jacksonville.
Now let's try staying on the field the whole year. It's not a half day or anything. 11 games played last year, only 9 in his rookie year.
And it's Stingley for the 2nd time today.
Cornerback Shaq Griffin also played well for Houston last season. 72 rating, 1 interception, isn't returning.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Third primary cornerback could be Desmond King, who they traded for last year.
And they get to Levis again.
Rating allowed was over 100, though. Same was true of safety Jalen Petrie.
I'm locked in, baby. You here today? I'm not getting nothing happening on me today.
Dial on his rate turned to 127.9,
Bad for business.
and they don't play any hits on that station.
And I start getting tired, my lips start getting dry.
Did at least make 84 tackles. Safety Jimmy Ward, only 10 games played last year, played the pass well enough.
It's intercepted. The Texans have it. Jimmy Ward.
They also drafted Kamari Lassiter in the 2nd round, too.
Day 1 starter at the next level. Did not run the 40 time he wanted, running in the low 4.6s. But when you watch him on tape, you see someone who's very tough and very instinctive.
Kaimi Fairbairn, Texans kicker, hit 27 of 28 tries, so not very reliable.
It's good.
Big picture view of their key guys, Mixon for Singletary seems like an even swap. Adding Diggs is an upgrade. He doesn't replace anyone specifically, just eats up Robert Woods and Noah Brown targets. Up front, 4 of the 5 guys from last year are back. 4 of the 5 guys from last year are back. Their rookie Fisher may have to fight for playing time out of the gate, but wait and see who lands where with this group. Defense, up front, Hunter for Grenard. Hunter is one of the few guys who's an upgrade over someone like Jonathan. Collins and Rankins both put up good years on the way out, but Danico is an upgrade over one of them. We'll slap a downgrade on the other spot. Azeez and Cashman are both good linebackers, so break even there. Secondary, Singletary, no cutting out early. Up to 2 new starters could go for them. Okuda, but he did not play as well as Nelson did last year. Lassiter could also start, doesn't really replace anybody. So the explainer as to why Stroud and company aren't being stamped for more expected wins, only 3 teams on their schedule expected to be sort of pushovers, maybe Tennessee, New England, and Minnesota. They get a lot of big boys at home and on the road.
Tighter. Everybody got to be tighter on their coverage.
Let's look at it pessimistically first. Maybe still get a road win versus Chicago, take Minnesota on the road, still beat Jacksonville at home, take care of business versus Buffalo. The Patriots are an easy spare in theory if you're into the whole bowling thing. Defend the pen versus Indy. Take care of Tennessee both times. If they struggle with the big boys, the bottom could fall out like it did to Jacksonville last year. 8-9 as their floor.
I'm just like this.
If they're ready for prime time, though, they sweep the Colts, they take out the Jets, sweep the Jags, dispatch the Dolphins, or some combo that leaves them with 12 wins. The Magic Game Preview Guy bag sees improvement, but all those games against the other numero unos forces us to slow our roll. 10-7, which could still be good enough to take that division.
Hey, Doc, keep hunting. Come on. Keep hunting, you know it.